Yeah, what is up, everybody? Welcome back or welcome to Optimal Self Live. You know, as I do, it's our favorite part of the day. Well, at least my favorite part of the day. So, welcome to it. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for joining us. As always, we are looking forward to spending these next 5 or 10 minutes with you, just planting some seeds, just giving us the opportunity to learn and grow so we can be the best version of ourselves. Because as each one of you grows to being the best version of you, you are then inspiring others to be the best version of them. And I know it's tough, and I know that there's a lot going on, and I know that we've all come from different circumstances, different walks of life. And so I wanted to talk briefly today with you guys. I wanted to go over a little term. Yep, labels and how they are, right? So what is a label? It's a classifying phrase or name applied to a person or thing. And in this case, obviously, we're talking about us. We're talking about a person. A classifying phrase or a name applied to a person. But it's especially one that is inaccurate or restrictive. So think about that for a second. Most labels that are put on us as humans, most of them are very restrictive. They keep us away from our full potential. They keep us away from us being the best version of ourselves. So I want you to think about that for a second, because we've been talking a lot, and we talk a lot about goals and about ambition and about, vision and how do we actually change behavior. Well, listen, it starts with the label you have on yourself. Because if you believe you're the dumb brother, or you're the smart brother, or you're the this, or you're the that, whatever, because this is the problem. The problem is you might be stuck right now in your current way, in your current position. But is it because the label that's been placed on you by yourself, or even worse, by someone else, is limiting your potential? Think about that for a second. How do you define you? How do people define you? How did your parents, how did your friends, how did a teacher? Where did these labels come from? And how am I now behaving like the label? Because that's what happens. The label gets placed on us, and then I start behaving like the label, right? Somebody says, "Oh, you're stubborn, just like your father." So that's a trait that your father has. And then guess what? You start to become stubborn. Why? Because somebody told you you were stubborn, just like your father. That's so terrible. I want everyone out there right now, especially if you have children, think about the words that we're using, because we're the ones defining what goes on. We're the ones defining what they're hearing, what's feeding their brain. We want to empower them with amazing words, with amazing things, not limit them by some label. And then we got to go into ourselves, and don't limit yourself by a label that's been given, or a label that maybe we've even put on ourselves. And I want you to think about it this way. And personality isn't perfect. It's a book by Dr. Benjamin Hardy. I highly recommend it. There's a statement in there that I think is beautiful. He says, labels serve goals, but goals should never serve labels. And what he's saying is you need to figure out what that goal is, and then figure out who it is you need to become to reach that goal. So again, he uses James Clear in Atomic Habits talks about the goal is when you say, I want to write a book, the goal is not to write a book. The goal is to become a writer. You want to run a marathon. The goal is not to run a marathon. The goal is to become a runner. Well, those are also labels. Because if you tell yourself, oh, I'm not a writer, then you know how hard writing a book is going to be, because you're going to continue to behave like not a writer, because that's the label I've given myself. Ladies and gentlemen, this happens in all aspects of our lives. Where is it that this label that we have is holding me back? Where is it that my potential is being stifled by some label that somebody else gave me or that I'm giving myself because I believe I'm not that thing? Well, guess what? You absolutely are. And if you're tired of it, and if you're tired of being stuck, and if you're tired of the current way, well, guess what? It's time for a reset. And how are we going to reset? We're going to do it this way. You must set a goal that is so big that you must grow into the person that can achieve it. So what is it that you want? What is it that you want? And it could be those simple things. We talk a lot because we're the most obese country on earth, right? That everybody, there's always that weight loss issue or something. But is it really that, oh, the goal is to lose 40 pounds? Well, then who do I have to become? What type of person is 40 pounds lighter? What type of things, what type of behaviors does that person do? And I have to grow into that person. I have to act like that person. I have to become that person. And when you do, ladies and gentlemen, goals are inevitable. Your success is inevitable. It will happen. Just give it the time it needs to get there. But we can't limit ourselves with these poor labels and these words and this inner narrative that either somebody else gave us or we're giving ourselves. You're more powerful than that. You're better than that. And the world needs you as your best self. And it's possible. We just have to figure it out. So your action item today is this. Let's set a goal. What is it? Come on, we're at the end of the year. We're coming to the end. No matter when and if you're listening this, 3 years from now, then whatever, just know that it can happen right now. But let's take it right now. What's the next 90 days look like? Because guess what? The next 90 days are going to happen no matter what. We might as well get on purpose about them. So come on, what's your goal? And then ask yourself, what type of person, what are the behaviors that type of person will do to attain it? And then go live it. Because you are powerful and you are enough. And I believe in you. All right. That's what I got for you today. I want you to crush these damn labels. I want you to get rid of these stupid labels. I want you to crush them all. Get rid of them. I don't want you to be the best version of you. I want you to dig in. Who is that? Let us see her. Let us see him. Because that's what's going to inspire the people around you to be the best version of them. All right. That's all I got for you today. As always, please jump over to optimalself.today. Get yourself registered. If you like what you're hearing here, we have principles that you can apply, that you can implement into your life, that these are the same principles that the top most successful people on earth use on a regular basis. And we condense it into a little course so that you can see the videos, you can go back and watch them, and you can implement things into your life so that you can have the life you deserve. So I hope you jump over. All it takes is an email. If not, there are some free downloads for you. Take a look. Start getting purposeful. Start getting intentional. Now's the time. These next 90 days are going to pass. We're going to wake up and it's going to be 2021. Do not let it pass without you being a better you. All right? I hope you enjoyed it. I love spending this time with you. It fuels my soul. And so, again, thank you for being here. Thanks for talking. Thanks for listening. Put your goal in the comments. Let's start holding each other accountable. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow.